Well, John, looks like it's on the branch after dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's been after... We started recording after dark.
Well, shut up. I mean in the game.
Oh,
right.
right. Can I fall down?
Yes, you did.
Oh, is there a secret? Is it secret?
Nope.
No secret. Okay. Yeah, now we're going to have to fight our way past all the Metroids, remember? All the phase-on Metroids. Oh, look, they're making noise.
Hey, there's a little tunnel.
Yeah, wow. Should I... Oh, no, it's very clear, like, this is how you get out of here.
This is the escape route.
Red alert. Oh, hey, speaking of red alert,
make sure you use ice missiles.
we've been watching a fuck ton of Star Trek. Again, because that's what we do when we're together, like, 50% of the time now.
Until we run out of Star Trek.
I don't think we will run out of Star Trek.
I mean,
again, we're like halfway through Next Generation, and there are.
Well, I'm saying that from the standpoint of what's eventually.
Shaking the bed? Is that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, I'm like, are the Metroids shaking the bed, or did a cat sneak underneath? Because again, we're only halfway through Next Gen, and then there's all of Deep Space Nine, and we're gonna watch more of Deep Space Nine. Anyway. So,
yeah, but my point was there is only a finite number of episodes. We would eventually run out.
Oh, hey there, buddy. Scanny. He's a face on me.
Boy, he scanned quick.
I think I actually already have. No, I didn't already have him. Maybe I almost had him. Oh, I can't target him right. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy?
He's a crazy.
Yeah, he's fucking... Creepy, crazy.
You gotta ice baby and then set him on fire.
Yeah, that seems to be the only option. Oh yeah, I can blow these doors open now.
Yay.
So yeah, you have like these hilarious observations every time we watch an episode. Like just you'll go home and like at 3 a.m. I just get a buzz, on my phone. And it's like,
why didn't they do this?
Yeah, why didn't they just do this thing? And you're like, oh, fuck, why didn't they just do that thing? Like, that was the most obvious thing possible. And I can't think of any examples. Are you looking through
I'm
our
looking
history?
to see if I can just find one real quick.
To see, yeah. Like, I think you sent me one last night or 2 nights ago.
It would have been 2 nights ago. I'm looking real quick.
Yeah. And yes, I love these observations. I had an observation recently. You saw the famous spawn of all memes, Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
Which I've never fucking heard before, and you're like, no, you're gonna know all the source of.
Well, because you have heard it, you just don't remember that you've heard it.
No, I've never heard it.
You have absolutely heard and seen that meme places. You just
your
brain
I haven't.
didn't keep it because it was like nonsense at the time. But
it still is nonsense.
Yeah, well, and it's even more nonsense to any of our viewers that haven't watched Star Trek, right? So, anyway, there's this alien race that speaks only in metaphors, like they have this big mythos. Like it'd be like if we only said
if we only talked in memes.
Well, more directly, it would be more like you fucking ruined the end, the humorous observation. Thanks, Amarith.
You're welcome. It's my job.
Yeah, it would be like if we only talk to each other by referencing like ancient Greek stories, and so it's like Homeric epics and stuff. So like Odysseus and
Salad.
Like I don't know. I don't remember my Greek history.
But I sure as fuck know my memes.
Yeah. Anyway. So it would be like if we related through that, and that's how we discuss things by like just giving a comparison to everything, and so just like naming the thing, and you have to figure it out. So you have
to understand the event.
Yeah, like deaf people that don't have American Sign Language and don't read lips, so they like never learn a language. They pantomime everything. Like so if there are a few of them together and they want to like have a conversation, they actually like just pantomime the thing they did, and it's like a language version of that. Oh, okay. That was the fidget spinner. So my point was, which you also eloquently ruined.
My job.
Yeah. Was that like modern culture has an equivalent to that, and that's memes. Like you and I, when we get together, like 50% of what we do when we're not doing the show, like half our conversation, is just referencing memes we both know, and like that's how we get our conversation across. And I find it hilarious that something that's meant like as this, this is a science fiction like mental exercise. Like, what if in the future we ran into this kind of people, and it turns out like, no, actually we already do that. We totally do that
all the time.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Metroids. I mean, maybe fuck you. I've seen some pretty weird hentai. Some pretty weird fan art of
Metroid
Samus.
biting Samus's butt.
Do we have to bring that back up?
Always.
I didn't know those pictures existed until you brought those up. That was news to me.
I'm surprised that was news to you.
The internet is big.
Yes, it is.
Do I have any super missile-like thing yet? No, I don't.
Not even paying attention. So one of the examples that I found in the chat log was, so the Cardassians, not the Kardashians.
Yes, the Cardassians. Not to be confused aliens. With the Kardashians, which became famous after the alien race Cardassians was introduced.
So,
wait, am I
they
going the wrong
they
way?
were like trying to get rid of these like terrorists that were harassing the shit out of them, and they were like,
okay, I want to go that way.
The Enterprise was escorting the ship, and I said, why didn't the Cardassians just like scan the ship for life forms?
Oh yeah, because it was like a ruse. It turned out it was a decoy ship that the Picard let them blow up, and so yes, absolutely. What? Why didn't they just like do this thing that they should have checked for in the first place, like very obviously? I'm like, oh, I mean, you could make up a reason, but they never explain it, right?
Right.
So, and honestly, there doesn't need to be a reason, right? Like, it's okay. If you can so easily make one up, then they didn't need to put one into the show. Hey, we got an energy tank.
Yay!
For all that life that the Metroid sucked out of us. Sucked good, they did. Oh yeah.
I can't find any more because apparently it's just been a while. But fuck.
So my other observation I have recently made is on the Jeffries tubes, which for the non-Star Trek initiated are these little tube tunnels that they crawl through, like when the regular hallways and elevators. I know they're called turbo. Trust me, I've got my Star Trek chops. I'm making this easy for other people. When the elevator or regular transportation system is broken and you can't get through the hallways, they crawl through these little tubes through the ship. And I mean like not like like the size of the tubes you crawled through as a kid, at the places, the
playground,
the zones of discovery and such, or the McDonald's playgrounds. Yeah, a little bit bigger. And they're just like little access tunnels. And I remember like as a kid and young adult thinking like, that's silly. That's a stupid plot device. No, like that wouldn't exist in a real thing, especially in a.
No one would really make that.
I'm sorry. Especially in a world like Star Trek where everything is like super ergonomically designed, right? Like everything is made for human. Hi, I'm trying to shoot you, but apparently I actually wanted to grapple a thing.
You grappled onto them.
Yeah. Should I read their description, or does it actually say like why they keep this phasey bullshit? Vulnerable to extreme cold, except.
So typical Metroid bullshit.
Yeah, typical Metroid bullshit.
You just suck at hitting them with ice missiles.
No, they just ice missiles just pass through them. Watch.
Well, because you have to do it at like the end when they're doing an attack thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I can at least just hit them with a bunch of charge shots if I'm having trouble with that, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, nope.
No.
Whatever. I'm just gonna shoot his ass.
Right in the ass.
He's gonna keep doing that. Okay. So yeah, they have these stupid tubes, and I always thought that is the most ridiculous thing. And now I have worked in the building maintenance trade, and I'm like, no, stupid shit like that exists everywhere. You constantly run into small, like, if you are on the fixing end of things, you're constantly running into stuff like the Jeffries tubes that you would think, as a layperson, are silly and don't exist. But no, you're crawling through attics to get to equipment that you would not think has to be accessed through an attic. You're crawling through small spaces and small holes to get to air conditioning units that you would not think you had to, or to get to breaker panels that are put in weird places. And it really the worst parts of Star Trek are already a reality, I guess is my ultimate point. We haven't been this exact way yet. No, we haven't. We haven't picked up the second one. We're coming back to pick up the second one. Oh, and we came through that. Yeah, we just came through that ice storm.
We're just getting back. Hey, there's a expansion thing.
Hey. Apparently you can't pick it up if you're not facing it. I was just like, I'm gonna back into this and like look around and see what else I need to do.
Impossible.
Yeah. Okay, how do I get out of here now? Do I have to go back through this
roll
hole?
back out. Keep rolling.
Oh, hi, camera angle. Please cooperate.
No.
Please understand that is not an okay way to work. So, okay. There we go. We just scanned that thing but we're controlled by connecting
hit all targets at once.
Oh, I didn't see those guys. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. They totally designed that locking mechanism for that one power up
for engineers
that was designed just for Samus's.
For engineers,
weapon.
For normal engineers.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta shoot the clamps.
Yeah. Oh. Need to figure out how to not
it's
shoot.
It's little yellow things, John.
I thought the one on I did the one on top too. I didn't realize it was just the 4. Okay, so that takes the one clamp out, right? Okay.
Yeah, now you gotta do the other
just gotta go and do like
3 more times.
Yeah. So apparently the only way to not waste a missile is to charge your weapon first, and then... Okay.
Well, yeah, isn't that how you do it?
Oh, oops. Alright, where was that little elevator up? Not this way.
Nope. It's the other way.
Yeah, through there? No. That can't be right.
No, it's the other way.
Well, was it the first one where I said it wasn't
the first
this one?
It was the first one.
Okay. So I said red alert at the start, and I reminded myself of another story.
Are we in red alert?
It's been a long time since this happened, so I will change a name or two to protect the
innocent.
not remotely innocent. No, not remotely
the not
innocent.
innocent.
The fucking
fuckwits.
The fuckwits, yeah. Okay, how do we get up there? We got up there once before.
Well,
we go through
up?
No. We find that next elevator up. Remember, we go through this elevator over here, wherever this elevator was. Was there an elevator at the end of the hall?
No, it was the other way.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway, so when we did like the photos on the bridge, you have to you could take a photo on the bridge of the USS Enterprise. We actually had 2 bridges at Star Trek: The Experience. One was left over from the second version of the same ride as the first. Like there was a first ride, like the main ride, and there were just 2 of it when the place opened. And as it lost popularity, they removed one. Okay, here we go. So I could have done that sooner. I just didn't realize. They removed one and replaced it with the Borg 40 ride, which was like a Star Trek Voyager themed Borg ride. And then but they kept the old bridge. Like there was space to leave the bridge there.
Aim at the middle instead of aiming at one of them when you're done.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like right there.
Yeah.
Yep, you figured it out. Good job. And anyway, you had to pass through parts of the ride. So you were shepherding, guests, the people getting their pictures taken. Like as an employee, I was shepherding them through. Oops. God damn it. Through this location. Well, actually, I can just do that from down here. Okay, cool. And when we went through those areas to make sure no actors were cussing and acting super out of character or just saying anything inappropriate, we would shout red alert as we went through the areas. And we'd say red alert in case a ride was actually going on and we didn't realize it. Because that's just something you might hear in the background of a thing, right? So you might, as a someone on the ride, you wouldn't think anything was amiss. But it was for the actors to know, hey, coming through, have your clothes on, Because if it was hot, they would be like not in full, uniform, literal, Starfleet uniform.
Makeup and...
Yeah. So we just did the thing. We got the thing picked up, correct?
Yes. And now we have to go to other side.
That's weird that it was able to pick up the thing and we didn't have to tell it.
Well, it's sort of like drilled through it.
Yeah, okay, so we want to go through that door. How do we get through that door? Do we go down?
No, I think we go up.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. So anyway, there was this girl who just loved causing trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Like, she made a point of, like, she picked me out one time and said, he never says red alert when he pulls through. So we're constantly, like, put off and we never know when he's coming. And, like, literally just asking anyone. Like, my boss came and talked to me and, like, hey, I've had this problem. I'm like, who told you that? And I don't remember if she told me or if I found out through the grapevine or how I found out that it was her. We'll call her...
Vanessa.
We'll call her Gertrude. But no, she was just fucking with him. Like ask anyone else, and they would have been like, no, Nate never says that. Yes, Nate. My name was Nate. I'll tell you that story in a minute. So yeah, she was just so awful. And this was my one really bad encounter with her. Everyone had one of these stories. If we had Jamie in here, which was funny because she was just in here like between episodes, she could tell you a couple stories about this lady.
About Gertrude?
Yeah. But yeah, she was just the most awful and the most petty and spiteful for no goddamn reason. It was just like, I'm going to pick this person out and fuck with them.
Fuck people like that.
Yeah.
Check your logbook.
Oh, to see where we're going?
Yeah, just to make sure.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to go like in this direction, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, but you want to know how far we're going?
Yeah, because it might be like suddenly we're going the wrong way.
Oh, we have to go through this one too, don't we? Or no, we go that way.
Logbook.
Okay. Click the third bomb component. Click on the map. And it's over there. So we're taking the long way. Well, I mean, it's not that long way.
Semi-long way.
That's kind of what they intended you to do. Okay. So just keep going forward, right? I didn't turn around yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So just drop down. Whee!
Ouch.
Did that hurt? Did I take fall damage?
A little. Anyway, so was that the end of the
That's
of the
kind of the
grocery
end of the
store?
story. What was the other story that
Nate?
that I started? Oh, Nate, yeah. So my name at Star Trek: The Experience was Nate, and there's a reason for that. I hate it when people call my name out like a dick. Like, so my name tag said Jonathan on it, and so if someone wanted to be a real condescending prick, like as a customer guest, or a coworker, but it was usually a customer guest that would do this, they'd say Jonathan. That really smug, I'm a fucking asshole tone.
I'm saying your whole name, so that means you're in trouble.
Yeah, like I've got this power over you, and even though I'm wrong, I'm gonna get your boss to discount this thing, or make an exchange on something. It's
like an old magic superstition thing. It's like, because I know your full name,
yeah,
I have power.
Like,
over
am I
you.
Rumpelstiltskin? But it just bothered me when people like just condescendingly talk to me like that. So yeah, it did have like a sort of power over me, and that it effectively pissed me off. So one of my coworkers is like, well, your name, what's your middle name? I'm like, Bradley, and they're like, you're not really a Bradley. And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like Bradley, because they're like, well, we'll get you a different name tag. We'll have the guests call you something different. And he's like, well, your name's John Nathan. It's even spelled Nathan, on the after John. How about we make you Jonathan? Okay.
How about we make you Nate?
Yeah. Oh damn! I thought I could get whatever was in here. So yeah, he came up with the idea of making me Nate, and so he went and whipped me up a name tag, because we made name tags there to sell to guests, and it was the same name tags we wore that we sold.
Right.
And within a month, everyone knew me as Nate. Like, I just happened to meet, because, you got a lot of coworkers. There were, 150 people that worked there. You don't know everyone's name, so you start going by name tag. So people, that didn't know me started calling me Nate in my presence, the coworkers. And so then the people that knew me just picked it up from there. And so and one guy got really mad about this. His name was we'll say it was what's a first name and last name? What's
Gregory?
No. I mean, what's a name that is both a first name and a last name?
Smith.
Francis. There we go. We'll call him Francis. So his name tag was Francis, but that was his last name. You know, it wasn't that. It was another name that could be both. And then, like, he pitched a fit because he's like, but that's not your real name. Your name tag has to be your real first name. And then, like, someone in management, like, because he was like a low-level manager, and then pitched a fit about this. One of the upper managers, like, pulled him aside. He's like, Francis, you're
being kind of a dick.
Your first name isn't Francis. Why are you being mean about this? Oops. Okay, fine. And that's the end of the story. I just thought it was funny that this guy was a total dick, and for no goddamn reason, because he was basically doing the same thing because he didn't like being called by his first name. Anyway, we'll be somewhere next time on The Branch.
Yay!